Hi, I'm Fiona and I'm here at Fusion Mineral Paint. And I'm the workshop ambassador for Fusion, and Fusion Mineral Paint is a beautiful paint with lots of different uses, primarily a furniture paint, but it doesn't need any waxing, no top coat. It's an all-in-one foundation to finish paint. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take these lovely little jars. You get these all the time. You might get them from yogurt or from puddings or from baby food. You can use it on bigger jars if you want to as well, and we're going to create sea glass. Now, sea glass, if you go into any interior store right now, it's so on trend and also so expensive. It's a pricey item. But guess what? We're going to do it for a lot less than that. So I've got these two gorgeous colours here. I have got Fusion Mineral Paint Renfrew Blue and Fusion Mineral Paint Encasement. That's white, and look at this gorgeous colour here. You can really see the shade there. So I've just poured a little bit out onto each of these paper plates. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just mix a little bit of my white with the Renfrew, because what I want to create is a gorgeous turquoise. Look at that. Now you can do this sea glass look. You don't have to stick with the whites and the turquoise. You can do it with a lilac. We've got a gorgeous little stork, which is a beautiful colour in our Tones for Tots range. You could do it with a green. So one of our colours that's perfect for this is a gorgeous colour, which is called Ceramic, and that's a really, really bright green. That works beautifully. But for this particular colour, I think this is a lovely soft turquoisey blue that we've got going on here, green tones to it. So the way that we do this is I use this shop cloth. And this is just blue shop cloth that you can buy in lots of different places. Your Fusion merchants have it set with inside their paint kits. But I'm going to create a little ball here. And what I'm using is the actual texture of the shop cloth to create paint. Now these jars have just been washed, nothing special has been done to them. They haven't had anything added to them. In fact, in parts we might even have a little bit of the label left on them. So I'm just going to take some shop cloth here and I'm going to dab it off. So there's not a lot of paint on my paper, but look at that. Straight away you can just dab around, and we're going to add some lovely texture. So the colour just goes on really nicely. I'm not putting it on too thickly, because what I want to do is if I put it on too thickly I'll just end up taking it off. You just want to create the texture by dabbing up and down. And the first coat kind of looks a bit weird. You think, what on earth is she playing at? So I'm going to go a little bit more quickly now. See how quickly I've nearly gone all the way around, and I've barely used any paint on this at all. So because it's a very hot day today, I suspect my paint that I first did is probably dry already. Look at that, it's already dry. So I can go straight away and do my second coat. Now normally, if it wasn't quite as hot as it is, nearly 40 degrees I think, if it wasn't quite as hot as this, you would want to wait a little while. No, just 10 minutes or so between coats of paint. Because what this then allows you to do is just go off. But if you do it too quickly, you'll take the paint off. And these make lovely little tea light holders. You can use them for putting your pencils in, or you could have them in your house for utensils, lots and lots of different purposes. Now at the moment it doesn't look like an awful lot, because this is stage one, so it looks pretty plain, not much happening on there. You're thinking, what's going on? But it's the next step that really brings it to life, and look how quickly we've done that. I've gone nearly all the way around straight away. So see that there? You can just see the texture. I don't know if we're able to capture that on the video. You can see it's a very light texture to it. So I'm going to put this down for 1 second. I'm going to take my shop cloth, and all I'm going to do is turn it inside out, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing but with the white, except that this is where the magic happens. We don't go all the way around with the white, so I've just got very little paint on there. We're just going to just dab it here and there. You see? And this is how you really bring your sea glass texture completely alive. So very, very little paint. And think about when you see those pieces in Restoration Hardware or in Winners or HomeSense or wherever you happen to be, any of those really, really nice interior stores, and you'll see these jars, and you can add some twine or some jute, make them look really pretty. And I'm not going all over the jar, I'm just going round the bottom edge for now, because when you see that sea glass you don't get that kind of full white finish all the way. You just get it in certain places around. So then I'm going to flip it over I'm going to go on this top end. Now I'm actually going to do the top on here completely white. So I'm going to get a bit more paint on there and do that completely white around there, because again, that's what you get, that kind of worn sea washed finish. And that goes right around the top. And then I'm going to push it around just into the rim of the jar, just to try and just fill in those little gaps. But don't worry, this isn't the finished look, because that looks kind of weird. And all the time what we're working with is the texture of the paper. You can't do this with any other paper that I know of. It's all down to the little bumps and up and down in the actual shop cloth. The shop cloth is so useful for so many things, but particularly when painting furniture or refinishing furniture, it's great. So yeah, I'm just kind of, this is the artistic bit I guess, where you just kind of going up and down quick, and look at that. Straight away we've got a piece of sea glass. Now if I'm not 100% happy with it, I will flip back around to my blue paint, and let's say there's a bit I'm not terribly keen on. I'll put the blue paint over there. And there we see. So where I've been a little bit heavy-handed with the white, we just rub it out like a magic eraser with the blue. And there we go, finished.